Hello everyone, and welcome to the 5th episode in the 6th season of Hermitcraft. And we will be starting this episode off with a little adventure out there in the ocean. I plan on raiding an ocean monument. The reason being that I have a conduit, and I kind of realised that I can't use it yet until I get my hands on some prismarine blocks. Now there is a big problem, and that is Elder Guardians. They will give you mining fatigue, so we need a little bit of a plan to take them out. So I'm not going to be ripping down the whole ocean monument. I'm not going to be looking for the gold that's inside of it. We're just going to kill the Elder Guardians, so then we can mine some blocks in that area. So I've been getting prepared. We're going to use spruce doors to breathe underwater. We're going to use TNT to break into the building, and I'm glad I looked at that again because I'm going to need some redstone blocks to activate this underwater. So we can't break blocks, but we can place them. So we'll be able to place TNT with blocks around them, activate it, and go into the ocean monument where we can then kill the Guardians. So I think I kind of got everything I need. Maybe I should bring the bed with me as well. I'm probably going to build a platform on top of the area. And what else can I say? I've got diamond gear now, so we're going to be well protected. Very important, we've got depth striders, so we can move nimbly in the water, which is important when fighting those Guardians. Also got some potions, so really well geared up to go. I think I thought it all through. Let's go hop down into the boat and head out to this place. So there it is, the ocean monument. These things kind of got a little bit of an upgrade in my opinion with 1.13. They now have seagrass all over them. It looks really kind of cool. There's not much reference around here. A tiny little island behind me, some trees over there. Let me show you where we are on the map. I've circled it, and for reference, let's circle the turtle area as well. So that's where I set up my turtle farm. Alright, so now you know where in the world we are. It's not too far from the base when you go in a boat. And now it's time to get in here, hopefully safe and sound. I can already see Guardians spawning. So the very first thing that I want to do is create a platform that I can stand on at the top and be safe. None of them have really paid any attention to me yet, although, am I being aimed at? I think I saw some sort of particle effects. Anyway, we're going to set up a little platform like this. And there is the mining fatigue. Oh, mining fatigue. It is problematic, isn't it? Let's place down a bed, which we then won't be able to pick back up because we might need to sleep. But I was thinking, let's make a safe little route down using some ladders. But of course, it's 1.13, so the ladders are waterlogged. Feels kind of pointless to do that now. So we're going to have to go down here and very quickly place all of these. Do a little 360, try and check and see if there are any Guardians targeting me. Doesn't appear to be so. Now let's go back up here, where we should hopefully be safe. And there we go. We've now busted in an entrance directly above the head of the Elder Guardian. Sweet. So now we can take the sucker out. There's 2 of them here. What? Oh, that must be like a 1.13 glitch. That could mean there's 6 in total. Oh, this is crazy. This just got crazy, everyone. Nice. Okay. Let's get in there. Get nice and close so they retract their spikes, and that means we can attack them without thorns damage. And this is... oh, it's going good, but now I'm drowning. Oh dear, back to the surface. Now I did bring some doors for breathing underwater. I guess we'll just place it in the middle of this room so we can stand here. Right, retract thy spikes. And you're... no, you're not dead. Why did I think you died? One of them died. Whee! And there we go. We picked up a wet sponge, so when the other one died, we didn't get the wet sponge. They should drop every time. We also got an Elder Guardian head, which is pretty cool. Now, I am a very fortunate hermit, the reason being that there's lots of other hermits online right now, which means less Guardians will be spawning in this area. There are quite a few. I'm very worried about this next step. I think it could quite easily go wrong. Let's just go for it. So we've got to swim down here, get to this spot, place our TNT, blocks around it. Oh wow, no, I'm leaving. I'm leaving quickly. Okay, there goes the redstone. I got to get out of here very quick because there's a lot of beams on me. Whew, okay, looks like we made it. So now we dive straight inside, place down a door to breathe, and then check out the situation here. I'd like to see... oh goodness me, this is... what's going on? There's loads of other hermits online. This should be nice and easy for me. Except it's swarming with Guardians. Oh, I do have my shield I can do some blockage with. Oh my goodness me, there's so many of them. Why is there so many of them? Oh jeez, we'll have to try the other side. It is absolutely swarming with them. Maybe the problem is the mob cap has raised, so there's actually more of them here. Right, now it's time to try the other side, so down we go. And I don't think I'm being... Okay, now I'm definitely being targeted. Time to leave, time to leave. Whew. Alright, let's blow this sucker up. That's my ride back, buddy. What are you playing at? Jeez. I think I can sit in the boat with him and he won't attack me. Let's bring it a little bit closer. Oh. Right, down we go. Please don't kill me. We're going to place our door down here. Right, this side looks a little better, and there's our Elder Guardian. Jeez, and now I've managed to place 2 doors and I'm not breathing. Wonderful. Let's step behind the door. Break the line of sight, that's the trick. Okay, let's go across. Give you a punch. Now I need to eat some food. With this guy trapped in here, it should be a little bit easier, I think. Hey, there we go. And that one's dead, and now I desperately need to breathe. Wonderful. So we just got to do the one on the other side. Oh, look, and there's the sponge. Let's grab that before it despawns. I wonder if F5 mode might help us here. We'll be able to see what's shooting us from behind this way. Yeah, look, you get like a tracker behind you. Now I need the F5 gone. Oh my god, there are guardians everywhere. Keep moving, keep breaking the line of sight. That's the trick. Okay, it's safer down here. We need to locate that Elder Guardian. And I need to breathe again. Right, we're down to 1 door. That's very important. If I remember it correctly, these temples are supposed to have a symmetrical layout. Oh no! Oh no, that's it. I'm done for. I'm done for. Get in the boat, swim away. I don't know what to do. I guess going underwater might keep me safe. Press F5. Oh dear god, that's terrifying. Are they following me? Are they going to swoop down on me? Oh jeez, this could be the end, guys. Right. Oh, there's somewhere. They're coming after me. Right, I'm plunging into the water. Can they get me down here? Oh god, they can get me underwater. This is the worst. I need an escape plan and I don't have one. Oh, thank goodness someone slept in a bed. That was the worst thing ever. Oh jeez, I think I just had an anxiety attack of some sort. Oh! Leave me alone. Leave poor X alone. Okay, that one died, so probably the others have died as well. My friends, as I was trying to tell you, this is a very special ocean monument. Let's look at the front here, okay? There's some sort of bulge here on the side. Well, if we look out this way, that's also the front. As you can see, this one's got 2 entrances and an opening on the side here. You can kind of swim in that gap. So this time what we're going to do is go for that corner over there, and maybe that one's got the Elder Guardian. Very strange. I don't think I've ever seen that before. In fact, I don't even need to break my way in. There is an opening right there. So we're going to dive in there. I've got some more doors, and we're going to have to start exploring this thing to figure out where the other Elder Guardian is. Okay, I've located it, but I need to break the line of sight. Whoo! That was some skills right there, wasn't it? Jeez, you're impressed, I know. Let's open the door. Okay, there are quite a few regular Guardians here, so I'm not sure what the strategy should be. But we'll use this to break the line of sight and look back and forth. I think I need to place some blocks and kind of capture this guy to start with. Okay, I've managed to wall off the other Guardians and create a little pocket here for myself to stand in. And it's kind of working, but man, this has been slow and hairy. You can see I'm getting through my food pretty fast. About 1 or 2 hits should do this guy, and that is clearly some sort of lag spike, so I'm going to go stand back here. Okay, are we back to normal? There we go. Yes, 2 more hits and it's down. Wonderful. That should be all of the Elder Guardians gone. But remember, this is a dodgy temple, so perhaps there are there are more. Over here, by the way, there is a sponge room as well, so that's cool. But what I want to focus on now is just getting out of this area. Alright, I think it's a success. So with this thing sort of being like 2 temples on top of one another, and us having 2 Elder Guardians at the top there, you might think there were extra Elder Guardians in the areas down below, but we only killed 2 of them, and the mining fatigue effect hasn't come back yet, thank goodness. It's probably been about 30 seconds to a minute now, so I think that means we're in the clear, and we can start mining some blocks here. So I'm going to just drop down inside the place to where there's hopefully no Guardians. Look like there's a couple hanging out here, but now we can start mining some blocks for our conduit. So we did it in Season 2 of Hermitcraft, and we did it in Season 4 of Hermitcraft. I think we should continue the tradition of even seasons having an ocean monument farm. Now I've also been thinking there are a few farms I would like to centralize together, and I need a location where I'm going to build that and call my base. I think this is going to be it right here. I know it's off the main island, so it isn't going to be a big base project. It's just a place to keep my items and some farms together. So that's what this area is eventually going to become. But most of our gameplay is going to be centered over in the main island, where we're going to be doing all sorts of projects. And speaking of projects, now that we've got the conduit, let's head back and check it out and finish off our little experiment that we started with the kelp. Alright, here we go. Bam! We should now get some conduit power, which means in the range of this thing, and I'm not sure what its range is, we should now be able to breathe underwater forever and see very clearly as well, which is great. Notice how the kelp here is really thick. I decided to plant a bunch down, so when we harvest this, we get a lot more just from this little area alone. Now, I was doing some estimations, and I really wish I'd actually counted the amount of kelp in total that we had smelted, but I believe that it is somewhere around 600 kelp so far. So we're going to do one more batch of collecting this kelp up and smelting all of it, and then we'll be able to take the XP out of the furnace and see how much we get. So we have been talking in chat and learning that sea pickles can't be farmed with bone meal, at least in this biome. Now, when they were added to the game, I seem to remember checking this out and building a little contraption for it. That contraption would not have been built in an ocean biome, so something may have changed along the line. But check this out, I'm using bone meal here, and it's making no difference whatsoever. I can right click on it with more sea pickles and make 4 in total, and then click on it and make ones around it apparently. But bone milling these is doing nothing, and now I've run out of bone meal. So maybe that only works in that particular biome. I'm very curious to know. This might be a bug, my friends. Check this out, we can't grow the sea pickle anymore. I am in a warm ocean, and I just went to a lukewarm ocean as well. Neither of them could let me grow the... Wait a minute, I know what it is. Don't you need to grow it on a coral block? Okay, so let's put down some corals. I seem to remember using this now in my farm. Oh, jeez. Right, well, what's the betting this now works in a regular biome? So we're now in a plains biome. I'm going to throw down the sea pickle. It's on the coral, and oh my goodness me, I've just wasted too much time. So me being me, I needed to put 20 in each one, right? I couldn't just put 1 in, that would waste the fuel block. Right, so now what we're going to do is take out the dried kelp, and we should get a lot more experience. Now, we already have 47 levels, so this is already very high. And that right there was probably a fair amount. If I had no levels, they probably would have shot up a fair bit, I'm guessing. It's hard to know how many that actually is. I might go and look it up. I might try and calculate this. Right, that one had a lot more than the first two. I think there was an instance where I ran out of fuel for the last two, so it makes sense that the next ones actually have quite a bit more. With the help of the Minecraft wiki, I've done some very crude maths, and I think we're getting an average of about 125 points of experience from each of this, which, to put it in perspective, from absolute 0 would take you all the way up to 9 levels. And then to get all the way up to a level 30 enchantment, you would need about, I think, 10 to 12 of these furnaces, and we had 16 here in total. So we would have got ourselves well over a level 30 enchantment. I would say that's pretty decent, but we basically need to automate the whole process of this. And I'm planning out some ideas, and this is going to be a future farm that we will make. I'd say that was a very productive first test, though. I'm really liking that, and when we build a proper farm, we'll calculate how much XP we get from it much better. Okay, drowned with a trident. Yes! I have much better armor now. Let's block. Oh, come on. I want a trident! Did I get it? Where is it? Let's press F3 and B. Okay, it dropped rotted flesh, XP, and is that something I can pick up? My inventory is not full. No. Ah, we didn't get a trident. There might be something to this, you know. Just hang out underground and use your ears and listen out for a drowned. There's one behind me, but you don't have a trident. Ah. And then you might hear an even more terrifying sound. This time, let's try and defend ourselves. Oh my goodness me. Let's press F3 and B. That's super cheaty. Okay, come on. These are hard to aim at. Right, got you. You're coming right at me. Sweet! Okay, maybe this is the better way to do things. Rather than try and run away, just take them on, you know. Right, they are now all dead. That was no problem, and you have stolen my boat. How cheeky. With another night passed by, I now have 5 phantom membranes. Not only do they repair the elytra, you can also use them to make potions of slow falling. I think that's something we got to do real soon. But right now, I'm getting prepared to go and build our shop. You saw the design for it in the last episode, and I've been gathering some of the materials. I just finished making some green concrete over here by throwing down some water and just putting it in my offhand and mining it. And we don't have enough green dye, basically. I've exhausted what had grown over here in this little farm. And so we need to take a trip to the Mesa, because over in the mining Mesa there is a whole bunch more cactus. But also I need to get sandstone. You see, I did a live stream. If you're interested in checking out, it will be linked in the description box down below. And we gathered all of the materials that we needed to make that stuff. So this is the Nether Hub as it currently looks. It's pretty awful. I think what I'm going to do is take some time in a live stream to throw down some basic paths. You can see someone's kind of been doing that, where they've probably been moving villagers or other mobs through with rails. Anyway, I wanted to show you the path to the Mesa because it is quite hilarious. It is Joe Hills who's built this, and as Joe so often does, he works with what is available to him, and that would obviously be some of this terracotta from the mining Mesa. So the path is all kind of made out of these materials. And here the path changes colour a little bit and things start to get interesting. You'll notice some nether brick there. That means there is a fortress nearby. In fact, we can see the fortress just over there. So we know where we can go to get some wither skeleton skulls. And as you can see, there's a very strange nether tunnel. Very strange indeed. Alright, so the tunnel opens up here and it goes through a big open area. And then we have our portal, and something interesting awaits us on the other side. This is seriously cool. There are going to be some bubbles for us to jump into and get elevated up a giant beanstalk of all things. I mean, only on Hermitcraft, right? Whoa! Got to be careful where I choose to jump. Here we are on top of a giant beanstalk. That's all the cactus dye that I need. And here's the sand and the sandstone that I can go and mine. And right about now, I'd probably... Oh, there it is. There it is. I was... Nope. 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 Oh my god. Oh my god. Get in a hole. Phantoms are going to kill me. How did I survive that? How did I survive that? I was thinking, sod's law, I'm going to hit the block and I have 1 heart of damage. Wow. That was so lucky. And now there's loads of gold as well. Jeez. Oh, no, not so lucky. Not so lucky. Oh, get out of here, buddy. My shield. Where's my shield? Well, there is the beanstalk, my friends. It's really cool. I hope Joe builds like a cloud kingdom at the top of it or something like that. That could be seriously cool. We got to collect some more cactus here, but I also got distracted with mining underground. And check out how much gold. This must have been like 15 minutes of roaming around, and I got absolutely loads of gold. So that's fantastic. We've got the sandstone that we need, and before we leave, we just need to get some more cactus. So all materials are gathered, we are raring to go and build, and then we have to find a location. And there is a big difference. Last time we did a shopping district together in Season 4, we had a mesa, so everything was flat, open, there weren't trees everywhere, and that actually worked out really well for putting all of the shops together. This time, there's trees everywhere, which I think will have to go, and there's a lot of like hills and ups and downs, and that's actually going to play into what we want, because I planned on picking a flat area, building my turtle, and then sort of terraforming over the top of it, so it was like it was sticking its head out of a hole. We're actually going to do that in this area right here. We're going to carve away a space that we will build the turtle inside of. So that's kind of how that's going to go. Let's go check out this building up here on the hilltop. This is Impulse's build, and I've got to say the birch strip logs and the quartz look amazing together. I am starting to really get an itch to do some building with these new strip log textures, but let's go stick our heads inside. Impulse has set up like a trading area for villagers, and I'm not sure if I really want to do this. I haven't done villagers since Season 2, unless I'm forgetting something. At least done them properly, so I might make my own villager trading thing later on. But this guy right here has mending books, which I gotta say is incredibly tempting, and it's only 10 emeralds. How cheap is that? It's crazy cheap. Well, I've probably done more digging than I needed to get started, but it's kind of tricky to get a feeler for the area and figure out the scale and where things are going to fit. As you can see, we've got the turtle face in place, and behind it, where the shell is going to be, will mostly be hidden under there, and we'll do some sort of custom terraforming to make this look real nice. So I've got to do a lot of digging next, but you may notice the face looks a little bit odd, and the whole time I was building this, I was thinking, I really wish I'd built this one block lower, and it turns out the reason this looks odd is because the top is 2 blocks instead of just 1. So this is all 1 block taller than it should have been. So I can lower this down and it will look a fair bit nicer. I'll get that done in just a second. This is the entrance to the shop though. The players are going to swim up from down below. So here there's going to be some soul sand. Then we need to hold back the water with some sort of blocks around the entrance here, and they'll be able to go up and swim into it. But one thing at a time. The next thing we want to do is get that turtle shell in. So my friends, a couple of hours of work, and obviously it's not complete. We really do have a long way to go here, and I'm reminded of how slow digging is in the early game without a beacon. It is going to take us a while to tear out the back there, but I really do feel like it's going to come together okay. It's just going to take a lot of work with attention to detail. If we focus our energy on just this spot down here, there's a very nice atmosphere with the use of the mixed textures down below, and this is what we've got to now extend up and around this area right here. So taking a step back, you can start to see how the overhang effect is going to work. We've just got to shape it better coming down on this other side. Now, one of the things I might actually ditch are the turtle arms. They are here, but I think with the overhangs coming down over the top, we have to dig out a lot of space that's going to be awkward to look at and see. But then again, maybe when you're down here, it makes sense to look over and see the arms going off into a cave, because that's essentially what this is now. It's a giant turtle that's parked itself inside of a cave, and we've got a bubble stream here that we can swim up into the top area, and that's the entrance inside of our shop. And as you can see, I've got a heck of a lot of digging to do. Alright, the inventory has been managed thanks to the shulker boxes we now have, and we're going to have to leave this one unfinished. It's taken me a long time, and I'm reminding myself of how I bite off more than I can chew. But also, I said with Season 6, what I want to do is start projects and not try to finish them all in one go, and take my time to do them properly. So that's what we'll be doing with this project, and it'll end up looking amazing. But right now, I have to wrap things up because Grian's on the server, and we plan on playing together, which you'll probably see in the next episode, I guess. So if you've enjoyed this one, then leave a like. As always, thanks for the support on the series, and I'll see you in the next episode very soon. Bye bye.